I'm
Okay.
ready now. Yes, the
Okay.
recording has started.
I cannot see your picture.
Okay, we're getting ready to start now.
Okay.
Please mute yourself until you're called. Your case is called.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon. This is the Board of Building Standards hearing agenda for Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Okay, we will get started. And the first case that we're dealing with is 1346 Arch Street. Who is here from 1346 Arch Street?
This is Henry Clinton, Mr. Miller. I'm here, as well as the pastor, Robin Heinecke. We're both here on that matter.
Good.
And also Don Schultz, our construction manager.
Okay.
And
All right.
Wayne. Oh,
Hold on, Deb.
Okay.
Is everyone going to be testifying in the hearing?
Well, I think we have an understanding with the city that we don't need to have a hearing because we're generally in compliance, but I'll let the city address that.
Okay, what I do is I have to swear everybody in to make sure everything's kosher. So, Ed, you'll be handling most of the stuff, am I right?
The idea, I think, is that they won't need to testify.
Okay, then we don't have anything to do then.
So
Mr.
I'm
Quigley's
sorry, who
here
is
on
for the
behalf
city?
of Contractual Service Unit.
All right, okay. Matt, we don't have to swear anybody in?
So we should read in, this is MI 2022-001408. I believe, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. 1346 Arch Street.
Yep.
All right. And for the CSU, Mr. Quigley, I believe, is that right?
That's correct.
I got an email from Miss Megan Flay that this is considered moot because there's a permit issued. Is that correct?
That is correct. They do have a make safe permit they're currently working on, which was recently inspected.
Okay. All right then.
All right.
No need for us. All right, Hank?
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Have a happy new year.
You too, pal. Talk to you.
Bye now.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome. Happy New Year.
Okay. All right.
All right, so the next case
The next case is
is
1839 South 18th Street. Who is here from 1839 South 18th Street? Okay, we're going to do it again. Who is here from 1839 South 18th Street? Okay, we're going to do it one more time. Who is here from 1839 South 18th Street?
I don't think anybody's here, but I'll read it into the
Nobody's
record.
here. Hold on, we'll throw it to the end.
No, Mr. Miller, we have an email that this is closed. Is that the case, Mr. Quigley?
That is correct.
Okay, so would
I'm
the
good.
department consider it moot?
Okay, consider it moot. Okay.
No, I'm asking Mr. Quigley.
While you're asking, I'm going to read this into the record as case number 2, MI 2025-007436 for 1839 South 18th Street. Okay,
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I can hear you.
Mr. Quigley.
I can't hear anything. That's all.
I just need some confirmation. I got an email that this is closed, but I don't know exactly what that means in the department's mind.
Okay, so if the case is closed out, I would consider it moot.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Can I ask a question here? Is there any other cases in the violations mute, continued, or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay, can we go down then?
We
Or
were
we
just
can
going to
do
go
all-
through each case.
All right, we'll go through each one. Okay, no problem. All right, case number 3.
I'm going to read it into the record as withdrawn.
Hold on, let me get something done before we read it in the record. 5,000 Flat Rock Road. Okay, case number 3, 5,000 Flat Rock Road. Is there anyone here from that address?
The case has been withdrawn,
Okay? Case
so
is
I'll read it into the record as withdrawn.
Okay, you want to read it in?
Right, case number 3, MI 2022-000377 for 5,000 Flat Rock Road was withdrawn by email from Hercules Grigos Esquire. It was already closed in the system, so it's been withdrawn.
All right. All right, next case, number 4. 3000 C Street. Is anyone here from 3000 C Street? That's once. Is anyone here from 3000 C Street? That's twice. Is there anyone here from 3000 C Street? Okay, we will,
We'll see if Mr. Quigley has anything to say about it.
Can I read it into the record first?
Yes.
Case number 4, MI 2022-001536 for 3000 C Street.
okay, Mr. Quigley, do you have any information on this case?
Yes, it's going to be moving to Board of License and Inspections Review.
Okay, so that's mute for us because we have nothing to do with it.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Well, so normally the board would try to address whether we agree if it should be moved.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
okay with moving it, but there's no, the appellant isn't here to have that discussion and clarify their appeal. If the board wants to dismiss this for, the appellant, I think that would be a good way to dispose of it. And Blair can take an appeal from them.
okay. What we'll do is we'll dismiss this case because of not showing up at the hearing. I'm in favor of it.
I'm in agreement.
I agree. Ted,
Okay.
you can mute.
All right.
Mr. August, are you able to hear us? I will just mark him as absent, I think.
Oh, Ted, are you there?
I don't think he can hear us.
Can you unmute? No.
I'll text him to unmute.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Thanks.
saying he can't hear anything.
You want to ask him to go back in the waiting room and see if we can? What are we saying?
I mean, we have three board members. We can continue, but
Okay.
if he needs, he could try restarting the application.
Yeah.
Ted, he can't hear us, but we can put it in the chat if he wishes to abstain from the vote.
Okay, what are we doing?
I think the vote as it is sufficient to dismiss for failure to appear.
Okay.
We can move on to the next case, which I believe is withdrawn.
Correct.
Okay. Yes, correct.
Wayne, Ted is leaving the meeting and he's going to try to come back in and see if it gets better.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'll be
sure.
on the lookout for him in the waiting room.
Yes, please.
Case number 5,
That's withdrawn.
MI 2022-001747 for 519 Mercy Street was withdrawn by Vincent Fang Esquire for Ronald Lewis.
I just realized, Deborah, for number 4, we did not confirm service.
I'm sorry, confirm service. Yes,
Yeah,
I
so-
apologize.
So we're going back to MI 2022-001536, 3000 C Street to confirm service.
I apologize. Board of Hearing Notice was sent to Kevin Greenberg, 1717 Arch Street, Suite 400, Philadelphia, PA 19103 on December 3rd, 2025. A hearing notice was also sent to When Opportunity Knox LP, 3000 C Street, Philadelphia, PA 19134 on December 3rd, 2025. An email was sent to Mr. Greenberg twice, and they both bounced back. Sorry.
Thank you, Deborah.
Yes, and I'm bringing Ted in now. Do I have to read into the record number 5 again, or we're good?
I think as long as Mr. Kelly knows which case to put it under, we're good.
Okay. Hi, Ted. Can you hear us now?
Yes, thank you.
Hey, Ted.
Morning.
How you doing,
Evening.
babe? You look tired
It's-
there, Ted.
It's a little after 5, but
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right.
Okay, we're on case number 6 now.
Okay, case number 6. Case number 6 is 1614 Wellington Street. Is anyone here? No, is anyone here from 1614 Wellington Street? Is anyone here from 1614 Wellington Street?
They may not be in attendance because they made an agreement.
Oh.
But Mr. Quigley would have to read that into the record.
Okay,
So I can read the case in if you'd like.
you can read the case in. Go ahead.
Case number 6, MI 2025-005970 for 1614 Willington Street. Ruth E. Robertson is the appellant.
Mr. Quigley, do you know anything on this case?
Yes, the department made an agreement, for 90 days to obtain a permit.
Agreement, 90 days to get a permit. 90 days permit. Okay. Do we have to vote to accept that, Matt?
No, you do not, sir.
Okay, all right, fine. Let's move on. Number 7. 236 Berkeley Street.
Yes, sir.
Are you here? Okay.
I'm here.
Are you the only one going to be testifying, or is there anybody
Yep.
else?
No, I'm here. I'm here too. My name is Jimmy Kin.
Jimmy? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to ask you to raise your hand, state your name, swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Say your
My
name.
name Tim.
Okay. Jimmy Kin, where are you at?
I'm right here.
Okay. Can I see your face?
I think I'm having trouble
Okay.
with the video.
It looks like it's frozen, whatever's going
Okay.
on.
Jimmy, please raise your right hand and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth,
Yes.
and state your name.
Jimmy Kin.
All right, Jim. All right. Okay. I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
Ted August, board member.
Pretty correct, board member.
Matt Webster, board counsel.
Deborah Richard- Go ahead, it's okay, Matthew. I was waiting.
Supervisor.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration. We'll do it that way.
Okay, Deb, could you read that into the record, please?
This is case number 7 for today, MI 2022-007590 for 236 Berkeley Street. And I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. Mr. Quigley, could you start us off? What's going on with this case?
There's a new owner.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Oh,
Not
that's
yet.
That's the information I was given.
Yeah. So Tim can fill you in, and then I can jump in after.
Okay.
Okay, what happened at the house? I sold the property to my niece on in April 2023, and I was away a lot. And my niece, right after the buying, her father was in very ill and fell in critical conditions until recently passed away. She could not move on with the violation and all. We really apologize. Really sorry for that. Now I'm willing to cooperate whatever needed. Need to pay the fine. Be happy to pay the fine. And Jamie is a new buyer coming to buy the property, and he's willing to finish it ASAP.
Do we have a standing issue, Matthew?
So the appellant, I have the appellants as Bori and Kevin.
Yes, Boris my wife, Kevin is my son, and the name was under Tim Coach and Sons, which is me. I'm the main person, and we sold the property to my niece 2023 in April.
Atlas
And
still has it under your name though, under your name and
still
Sons.
somehow original, but currently the property is not mine. It's under my niece's name.
So
I'm working for her. I'm working, we are together still under my name, the original notice, violence notice. Now I'm willing to, cooperate, whatever need to find, whatever. Just want to move on and finish the case.
Okay, Mr. Quigley, do you have any information on this case?
The only thing I have is that he's no longer the legal owner. That's really the only information I have.
Okay.
Let me check the file here.
Let's pull it up. Okay.
You are right,
he
sir. I'm not current owner, but the bill was under my name, and she's my niece. The current owner now is my niece, and Jamie
Okay.
is new owners coming to get the property, and the
I understand. So it was a fire at the location,
yes, sir.
which damaged the main roof, and an engineer's report would be required because there was some work done without permits or inspections at the property.
Yes.
Is the property currently inhabited?
Not yet until we finish. Now Jamie is coming to buy the property ASAP and keep the current status, and he gonna finish whatever need done.
Mr. And your name is Tim. Would you
Tim
pronounce
Coach.
your last name for me?
Tim Coach. Just call me Tim, please. Yeah.
Mr. Tim, so can you, I have a legal question that I'm trying to answer for myself.
Yeah.
What relief are you seeking from the board? What are you hoping the board will do today?
We try to make sure that the violation got taken care. If I have the fine, I'm willing to pay the fine, and also keep the current status, whatever it is, so that Jamie can buy the property and finish the job as a new owner. He want to buy it ASAP.
I'm just going to note that this violation was in 2022. He sold the property in 2023, and
Yes.
it's still sitting with violations.
Right.
So yeah, to Amy's point, I have a question for board counsel and LNI. What happens if we dismiss? Does LNI expect to reissue the violation and gives the new owner a request for an extension of time, or does that mean appeals have been exhausted, even with the new owner?
I believe with a new owner, he would have the right to an appeal. I mean, this gentleman doesn't legally own the property.
Correct. That's there.
Yeah.
So we would, for the sake of this hearing, I don't know how we could not dismiss because the owner isn't here. But I just want to.
Deborah, could you put the board and myself in a breakout room?
Certainly.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Hold on.
This is the reporter. We are off the record.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
We're back on the record, John? Mr.
Yeah.
Kelly?
Yes.
Yes, we're on the record.
Okay,
Okay.
recording has started.
Okay. Tim, what we're gonna do is that, we're gonna dismiss this case because you're not the owner. And then LNI is gonna reissue a violation, to your niece, if she's still the owner. And if it's sold before that time, then they'll reissue it to the new owner. But right now, it'll be issued to your niece, and you have the ability to appeal the case again.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'm aware of what's happening, with that building, you know, it being vacant for so long. One important question I had was the usage of the building. I did some research and, I wanted to clarify a couple of things. And, one of the things is, what is the current usage of the building? Is it still a triplex, or is it considered something else?
I don't believe the board can answer that question.
Are you asking for what the zoning is?
So, for my understanding, what Tim has told me is that that property is being used as a triplex.
That's, yeah, 3 residential zone, something. And we've been paying tax collection like for business. That's what the building was used for, 3 family living.
I can tell you that on zoning, I see that it's an RSA 5 residential single family attached.
Okay.
So it can't be used as a triplex because it's if you go back a little bit, I see that it was used as a triplex.
That
that
is a question for a zoning board and for your attorney, and not for the Board of Building Standards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also, no
But you
rental
will need
license.
to legalize whatever use you intend to, use the building for.
Yeah.
You have to go through that process once you own it.
Okay, and then I had one more question. So the violation, once Tim or his niece takes care of the violation, I think there's like 2 violations on that property. One is the roof and make safe or something like that. If that was resolved, what happens after that?
Mr. Quigley, are you able to answer that?
Yes. Once the case is resolved, if there's any fines or fees, they would have to be paid. But in order for the case to be resolved, a make safe permit would have to be obtained, and an engineer is going to have to tell us what work was already performed at that property. According to my notes that I read a little earlier, it looks like some work was done, but without permits, without inspections. So we don't know if it's up to code. So our primary purpose is public safety. We want to make sure all the buildings are up to the building code.
Yep. No, that I understand. I saw all the violations and all the things. All right. So to get my question answered, I would have to go through the zoning.
No. So if the question is what the property can be used for, and that's a question for yourself and whomever you hire as you are purchasing the property. Pennsylvania has what's called a property cert. That's the purpose of that document. It can't be answered by the Board of Building Standards. It may not even be answered by the Zoning Board of Adjustment because they only hear appeals to the Zoning Board. Questioning what the use of a property is may not be something they even entertain.
Because I just let me say this so maybe someone can help me. So I obtained financing for this property. their own, and the only stipulation they had, they are aware of all the make safe and the violations on that property. And the second thing is, I can't obtain financing if the property usage is not a triplex. If it's a single family, then they're not going to lend to it, because Tim is saying it's being used as a triplex. So is there any type of evidence or something that I can present to my lender saying that it's a triplex?
I think if your design professional goes through, or go ahead, Matthew Wojcik,
So right off the bat, there's no rental license for 3 units.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever's been renting out as like 3 units,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe they were allowed to. Just so you know, the only license on the property is for a vacant property. And the only other, and like in the property cert, it's not like if it says 3-family dwelling, that means it is a 3-family dwelling and we have to accept it.
Yeah.
It means to the department nothing. I'm just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like a property cert just says, we looked in the record, this is the last thing that was approved. Whether or not someone's using it like that now, or if it's actually allowed to be used like that now, or if it's been abandoned for 20 plus years, that is not part of that review. It's just for the purposes of satisfying the state requirement. That's it.
Yeah. You stated earlier that the intent is for the sale of the property to happen very quickly. However, as stated before, there's going to be a new violation issued to Tim's niece,
Yeah.
who is
Okay.
the owner.
Yeah.
And at that point, she will have the decision to make of whether to address that, whether to appeal it or do the work or whatever before selling it to you, or to sell it to you without doing that work, at which point you're going to have to go through all that. So you need some professional input
advice. Yep.
Jimmy, I think if you get an architect, they can go through the zoning file and they'll be able to answer your questions.
Like the engineer, right? Hire the engineer, go in there.
An engineer or an architect.
Okay,
They'll be able to.
Okay. All right. So that's the first step. That's all I wanted to know. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's online. They'll find it.
Okay. All right, Amy, thank you.
And one last thing, did we vote on the dismissal?
No, I agree to dismiss.
I agree to dismiss.
I agree to dismiss.
I agree to dismiss.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your time. Okay.
Cases 8 and 9, they're in the waiting room. I'm going to bring them in. I'm sorry, Mr. Quigley.
Oh, hello. I don't think I'm needed for the rest of the afternoon. May I be dismissed?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too, Beth.
Thank you, Mr. Quigley.
Okay.
Okay, so
Quickly before we go on, since it sounds like you guys
I didn't
covered
bring
some
anybody
ground.
in yet, so that's fine.
Yeah. So I looked at the cases yesterday, and there were a couple that were withdrawn, and there were others that looked like they were proceeding. What actually happened with all that stuff? As a quick recap.
And Megan sent in.
I'll go over it real quick. All right, Ted?
Sure.
Case number 1 was mute. We had nothing to do with it. Case
Okay.
number 2, it was mute. Case number 3 was withdrawn.
Okay.
Case number 4 was mute.
But no, dismissed for failure to appear.
I'm sorry, dismissed for failure to appear. You're right. Next one is number 5. It was withdrawn. Number 6.
Yeah, that's when I came in, so I got that. Yeah.
Okay.
Settled with an agreement.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just wanted to catch up on what we did
And
already.
Ted, if you care, case number 4, the notes I took was moot, and moving to L&I review.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it's just getting closed for failure to appear. I'm not moving it to L&I.
Mr. Quigley said it was getting moved to L&I review, so maybe that's in the works already.
No,
Yeah,
I have to do that.
Yeah, the appeal, the guy sounded like, no, this is no way this is a problem. This is a perfectly
what
good
they-
property. So
But that's what they decided, but you guys
Okay.
voted for dismiss for failure to appear.
So
yeah, I was just curious about that
I'm
one.
sorry, Matthew can
the boards are separate. Blur can't itself transfer something, an appeal to BBS, nor vice versa. That's an administrative thing that we sometimes offer appellants if they misplace their appeal. They send an appeal to Blur that should be here. We'll route it the correct way administratively. That's not my purview or the board's to say like, hey, this appeal needs to be moved to Blur. That's more on Deborah's side, and most importantly, the appellant's responsibility.
Yep.
Okay, everyone?
Okay, so I can bring in the people for 7 and 8 and 9.
Yes, is Dimes here?
Yes, he is.
Okay,
I
good.
just saw him. That's okay.
All right, bring him in.
Okay. And so case number 11's here as well, but number 10 is not yet because they were told 2 o'clock. So
Okay.
just before, okay. I know I mentioned
Case number 8, right?
Right.
Yes, they're here.
I didn't bring them in yet. I just wanted to mention, I know I mentioned it to Amy, I guess without her being in here. Number 11 filed everything in paper form. So I do not have an electric copy of the plans. She, however, has pictures, but I don't know what kind of pictures she has. So at your discretion, Matthew has a paper copy of the plans in his office, but we were virtual today, so I wasn't quite sure how you wanted to handle that. As we get to her case, is the last case. So we're not going to be in person until the next time. But if you want to view the pictures she has, but we do not have a copy of electric plans because she filed everything in paper form. Oh, Amy was here for that. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that.
Okay, can we handle
We're
this
aware.
case number 11 without
That's number
having
11, that's
digital?
here. Right. Okay. So I'm going to bring everybody in now.
Wait,
Sorry.
what is?
Hold on. Can we take care, can we work with number 11, even though we don't have the digital plans? Does everybody feel okay to do that?
Probably
I wanted to
not.
bring it to your attention so you were aware.
Okay.
How is the appellant attending?
She's she's virtual.
Okay, can they not share their screen to show? We could ask.
I'm not sure what she has to share.
That would imply
I-
she has digital copies of it, which she may not.
Understood, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. I didn't know we took anything. It was just a difficult process because everything had to be done in the office. So
I think the easiest way to handle it would be to
see what she,
continue it and then tell her if she's here, tell her that she needs to provide digital copies so that the board can review. And they can be part of the record that we create as part of this hearing.
Or can we handle this with Matthew just having the digital portions?
I don't know what Matthew has, so I'm not
Just
sure.
paper.
Did you say he had, you said he had paper? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said he had.
Right,
paper.
Matthew doesn't have anything and all she has is pictures. So I don't really know what she has. We can ask her that question and see what she has when we get to her case.
Okay.
And then if it
let's
has to
move
be
on.
continued, like Matthew said, then we'll just continue it to the next hearing. I
Okay,
wasn't
let's
really
move on.
sure.
Let's move on. We're spending too much time.
Okay, I just didn't want to bring it up while she was in the room, so.
Okay, got it. All right.
All right,
Bring him in.
bringing everybody in now.
Okay.
Okay.
So the 8 and 9 is here and then, okay, very good. Thank you.
Okay. 248 East Philomena Street. What's that?
And that should be the 3 people at the,
Hold on, we're not recording yet.
oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's not
Hi,
very-
Joe.
Oh, we were recording the whole thing.
Yeah, we were, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Kelly, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're
Okay,
back.
here we go. All right. 248 East Philomena Street, Philadelphia, PA. Who is here from Philomena Street.
I'm Samantha Holmes. I'm with Moto Design Shop, and I have two colleagues with me.
Hi, Samantha. Who else do you have with you?
I have Christine Chen and Julie Morningstar.
And Julie, okay. All right. As any of those three of you lawyers?
No.
Okay. Then I have to swear all three of you in if you're going to be testifying. Okay, let's start with you, Sam. State your name.
Samantha Holmes?
Please raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next one. Chris.
Sorry, Christine.
Christine, can I see your face, Christine?
Here. She's on camera.
Hi, Christine. How you doing? Could you tell me your name, please?
Christine Chen.
Okay. Could you please raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Julia? Is it Julia?
Julie Morningstar.
Hi, Julie. Can I see your face?
Yes, it should be there.
Hey, Julie, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Could you state your name, please?
Julie Morningstar.
Okay. Could you please raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
Ted August, board member.
Pradeep Parekh, board member.
Matthew Webster, board counsel.
I'm Matthew Wojcik, LNI supervisor.
John Dimes, fire code.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
Okay, Deb, could you read it into the record, please?
Certainly. This is case number 8, MI 2025-007699 for 248 East Philomena Street.
Okay, whoever's going to present the case, please do.
I'm so sorry. I believe it's 248. Debbie, did you say 249?
I thought I said 248. 248 East Phila. Is that what it is? Alina?
Yeah.
Okay, 248.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to look at this. We were here last month with 4 properties with the same problem. We have extra deep lots. These are residential projects. The house takes up the full width of the lot, but again, they are extra long. Last month, we were here because we learned that the safe dispersal area at the back is an IBC code, not an IRC code. And we have been relying on that for our egress and emergency window escape routes in lieu of an alley. We do not have access to a side or rear alley on these lots. Philomena is 100 feet deep. Our house is 10 feet set back from the street and 30 feet deep. So we have a 60-foot rear yard. I will pull up the drawings now. And we are asking for a variance for safe dispersal area into the backyard.
So you have 60 feet from the back of the house clear.
Correct.
And that little, I see a door opening. That's just a backyard, a smaller contained patio.
Our rear yards have fences, usually 12 feet deep fence, finished backyard with a gate to egress out through.
Okay.
3 feet wide.
Okay.
I'm okay with this variance.
Yeah, I'm good with it too.
I'm good with it as well.
I agree to grant the variance.
Okay, all right. That's for
We should just hear from the fire department too.
Oh, I'm sorry, John?
Yeah, I think we set that precedent. I'm good with it.
Yes. Okay, good. Sorry, John. All right, next case.
Case number 9.
Case number 9, 5222 Wakefield Street.
Will be the same 3 people testifying.
Okay, I'm gonna have to swear you all in again.
Very good.
Okay, could you please state your name?
Samantha Holmes.
You swear to tell the truth, raise your right hand, swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Chris?
Christine Chen.
Okay, you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Joy?
Julie Morningstar?
Okay, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
Ted Agus, board member.
Pradeep Parekh, board member.
Matthew Webster, board counsel.
Matthew Wojcik, LNI supervisor.
John Dimes, fire code.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration. This case will be case number 9.
Please,
I'm sorry?
could you read that into the record?
Case number 9, MI 2025-007701 for 5222 Wakefield Street.
Okay, whoever's going to present the case, please do.
It will be me, Smith Holmes from Moto Design Shop. Same problem. We have an extra deep lot. It's 87.5 feet deep. Our rear yard is 48 feet and 6 inches. We do not have access to an alley, and we are asking the board to consider egress out the back into a safe dispersal area that is 48 feet, 6 inches deep in lieu of oh, I beg your pardon, that is the wrong screen. In lieu of alley access out the back. Let's take a look at that lot. We have the 87-foot deed dimension depth. We have a 12-foot finish rear yard, and then a total rear yard of 48.5 feet for egress.
Real quick, this is Lieutenant Dimes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Real quick. So I'm talking really to the board now. Just we're shrinking this. Isn't it 50 feet we've established was the minimum?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the minimum.
Okay. So just to let you know, it's, I mean, like I said, we know radiant heat and what it can do. We've been able to give the leeway based on it being in, inner city. These lots are what they are. And we don't want to kill development, but we're getting to a point where if, we as a department can still do up and overs and get to the back and all that type of stuff. But a fire in the middle of the night when people run out the back and they have nowhere to go, now they're with under 50 feet. It's something to consider. I just wanted to make that point.
What in your plot plan, you show an extension for a deed dimension. So like the 48'6" is from the back of the house to some line, but then there's a deed extension that goes to something else.
87 feet.
No, scroll down so we can see. Yeah, see where you say deed dimension at the top? And it's farther out. So what does that mean? Your 48'6" goes to some other line.
The fence.
No, not a fence necessarily, but what is that deed dimension? That looks like it's another 3 foot or so back.
Yeah, Amy, I don't think that's the
it
case.
It looks
That's
like they're both measuring to the same line.
No, scroll down so we can see the top of your screen. No, the top. See where it says an 18-foot deed dimension? What? Oh, that's just a dimension line. Never mind. I thought there was some other.
Yeah.
Are you able to show an elevation of the rear yard? To Lieutenant Dimes's point, you have an NFPA 13D sprinkler system. I think one opportunity to combat radiant heat is to put sprinklers centerline on the windows. So if there is a fire in that area, it doesn't rely on the other sprinklers. It can activate quicker at the window.
Yeah. And does the rear yard have a rating? I'm sorry, the rear wall. Sorry.
We did not anticipate
No.
that.
The fire separation distance
Oh,
is
yeah, not
again the
required.
48'6". So I guess just to clarify, you're saying because it's under 50 feet, you would look for us to add additional sprinklers at the window openings at the rear wall?
Yep. Or we can caucus, but another opportunity would be to add rated walls and doors along the rear wall. The issue becomes maintenance. It's a single family dwelling. People can punch holes into their rear wall and not realize they're putting a rated wall because it's typically not. Whereas a sprinkler head, they're less likely to move.
How many sprinkler heads are in this house?
It's a D system, Wayne.
Yeah, it comes off the domestic. How many sprinkler heads are in the house?
We haven't gotten that far into design.
Did your sprinkler contractor tell you it was going to be a D system?
Yes, it's definitely a D system, but I don't think we have his design yet.
Okay. All right, contractor will take care of that, whatever it may be. All right.
Yeah, I mean, the 50 feet, I mean, it's a slippery slope if we, accept this and, so without any mitigating, steps. So,
Let's caucus.
yeah.
Okay.
Just so you guys know, I'm okay with the sprinkler heads in the windows in the middle of the windows. So,
Would you also want a rated rear wall?
yes.
Okay. All right, we're still gonna caucus.
All right, fine. Good.
Can you get in the room or do I have to put you there? Do you
I
still
can
have
get
that?
in with the more button. I
You
can
guys
get in.
still have the
Yeah.
option to do
Yep.
one? Okay.
Good.
Should be room 1.
Room-
Pradeep, you okay? Okay. So the 2 people who have just joined, we're still hearing a case. So if you could stay muted, I would appreciate it. Now we're back on the record. Thank you.
Okay, we're back on the record.
Yes, Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly.
Yes, we are. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kelly. It's okay.
All right.
Yes, we
We're missing Pradeep, I believe. Oh no, I see. Never mind. I see him now.
Everybody in? Everybody in there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll go to our findings, what we came up with. We do not feel comfortable with the 48 feet. Because once we do 48 feet, then the next one will be 45 feet. They'll double rate the walls. We just need you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and move that back 2 feet, whatever you have to do to get to 50 feet. We don't want to budge on this one issue, and every one of us feel the same. So, good luck, okay?
Yeah, we advised our client that may be the case. So thank you for clarifying.
I guess, can we ask a quick clarification question?
Just a moment. Can we vote on that decision?
I'm in agreement with that decision.
Okay, I'm in agreement with the decision.
I'm not sure that I heard it correctly. Sorry, did we give a choice or did we say it has to be
No,
moved?
we're not satisfied unless we have the 50 feet.
So it would be a decision, to
Be
grant
denied.
with the proviso of maintaining 50-foot.
Correct.
So 50-foot minimum rear yard is required.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I concur. So I'm hesitating because I thought we had a different discussion, but that's okay.
I agree with that decision.
All right, fine. Good luck now.
I believe they had a question though.
Oh, you have a question? Go ahead.
No, I think you answered. You said the 50 yard is required to be a minimum of 50 feet, or the rear yard is required to be a minimum of 50 feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Okay. Good luck now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. What we got now?
Case number 10.
Oh,
Parkside Avenue.
4304 Parkside Avenue. Who is here from 4304 Parkside Avenue?
I am. Chris Mahoney and Matt Boyke as well.
Okay, are both of you guys going to be testifying?
I'll be testifying.
Okay.
Chris is the attorney.
Oh, he's an attorney? I didn't know.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
And the applicant is here as well, correct?
Yes, I'm the applicant and Chris is the
Okay.
attorney.
All right. So you're going to be testifying. Could you please raise your right hand, state your name?
German Yakubov?
Okay. You swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
Ed August, board member.
Pradeep Parekh, board member.
Matthew Webster, board counsel.
Matthew Wojcik, LNI supervisor.
John Dimes, fire code.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
Okay, Deb, could you read that into the record, please?
Certainly. Case number 10, MI 2025-007817 for 4304 Parkside Avenue.
Good. Jeremy, want to present the case?
Yep. Just for a point of clarity, this is an LLC that owns it. I brought Chris here just as an attorney, and just in case he needed to introduce me. Do we need to do that or no?
No, you're going to be testifying.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen if that's okay here. So basically what we're seeking here is it's a 4-story building, and we have 4 units per floor. Because it's a 4-story building, it requires us to have 2 staircases. That's really the only reason. So because of this odd shape of this lot, I'm gonna kind of show you, and the other kind of limitations where it has to be set back to be in line with the adjoining houses, and there's a driveway in the back. Having 2 stairs here just makes the building, impractical. Pretty much half the building is going to be stairs. So we're hoping to get a variance just to have the 1 stair. And the other element here is we can't really have a full basement. In theory, if we were to sink this building down 3 feet, it would be considered a 3-story building instead of a 4-story building. And, we wouldn't have to have this variance, but there's a commercial space on the 1st floor that we're trying to have, as well as having accessible units on that 1st floor. So having it sunk down 3 feet really kind of adds a hardship here. So we were hoping that by beefing up the stair tower here to be 2-hour rated, and I'm sorry here, let me. Be 2-hour rated. Basically everything that's within this common corridor, as well as the entire stair tower, all the way down to the 1st floor, and having 2 exits on the 1st floor would, allow us to make this a really, good project, because otherwise having those 2 staircases makes it difficult. And if we were to sink the building down 3 feet, it would be difficult as well. In addition to that, we had a geotechnical report done, and there's groundwater at about 6.8 feet. And based on that, the recommendation was that we need to be careful with that design, because otherwise there'll be constant groundwater at that basement level. So that's kind of the gist of it. And we're hoping to get that approved.
How many units are on the 4th floor? Can you show us the 4th floor plan?
Yeah, it's the same exact layout on all floors. Sorry.
What kind of rear yard do you have?
There is, it exits out directly into a driveway, and it's a corner property. So if you look here, basically, this is the rear yard is the driveway here, and the fire department is literally right here. I could actually.
And do you have a plot plan that shows the outline of the property and the proposed building?
Sure. 1 second here.
Or a site plan?
Yeah. So this is the site plan. So basically the dashed lines here are the property line.
Okay.
And this is technically, says it's a 9-foot yard, but it's really 9 plus 15, because there's a 15-foot driveway that's part of it, but we can't obviously consider that as part. According to the definition of rear yard in the zoning code, it's basically from the driveway to the back of the building. That's what this dimension is, but it's really 25 feet here. And all of this is obviously, street. So it's surrounded by a street on all 3 sides and a driveway in the back. It's set back about 16, 17 feet from the front, and it's got 24 feet in the back, and it's got a 20-foot sidewalk all around the building.
Right. Can you show us the 4th floor plan again?
Sure. So the 4th floor is the same as the floors below it.
I'm
It's,
looking for the stair configuration. Okay.
it's the same exact one right here. So there's 4 units per floor, and this is the same exact layout on all the floors.
What alternative measures are being proposed?
So instead of having a 1 hour rated enclosure, we have a 2 hour rated enclosure. It's an NFPA 13 system here. And we're also 2 hour rating this entire corridor as well.
Does that include the doors being
Yes.
be labeled?
Fire rated. Yep.
Okay.
Can I just chime in for a second here? They're supposed to do a 2 hour rated stairway anyway. That's what's required for a 4-story exit stairway. Just
Okay, thank you, Matthew.
so you know,
Yeah.
like that is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
required. That's not really alternate, like an alternative.
And like I said, if we sink the building in by 3 feet or so, it'll be technically considered a 3-story building, and we wouldn't have to have this, and it would only be a 1 hour. It would only require a 1 hour rating for that. But just because of the commercial space and the usage of the building, we would hope to have it to be slab on grade and to be at the same level as the first floor.
Yeah,
And if
we
you sink
understand
it 3 feet, you're
what-
gonna need egress wells out of all those units.
Right. Well, it would just be there's only 2 units on the first floor,
Okay.
and the commercial space.
Yeah, Matt, is that actually the case that if they were to sink it, that it would become a 3-story building?
They'd have to sink it pretty far. It would still need to be a 2 hour rated stairway because the stairway would still be traversing 4 stories.
You're correct.
Total.
Well, it's 4
But
stories.
like
of
if they
grade.
sink it enough, then there could be a basement, and then they would need egress wells and all that stuff.
Okay.
But the basement,
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't think your statement, is.
Well, no, I mean,
quite
so a story is considered anything that sticks out 6 feet above, or 50% of the building has to be 6 feet above. So if we were to do this, we would just chop down the first floor, and we would only need to sink it by 3 feet. In other words, if you have a 9-foot ceiling, right, if 3 feet of it is below grade, 3 feet 1 inch. So if you have 5 feet 11 inches, that's considered as part of the basement level, even though it's above, ground. Is that accurate, Matt?
Let me
The
just
definition
look
of a
up the
story is
definition
6 feet
again.
above ground.
I'll look at the definition again.
Sure.
What are your thoughts of potentially an exterior non-combustible stair in the backyard? Just for 4th floor access.
An exterior, I don't think that would, I think that would trigger a zoning variance.
An exterior stair, as long as it's not like covered, then it doesn't need any zoning review.
So like a fire escape stair, you mean?
Yeah, like if you put that in the rear yard, we wouldn't require you to get a zoning permit for that, as long as it's not like covered or
non-combustible.
like so big that it like starts counting as like a balcony or a deck.
And it only needs to serve the 4th floor.
But you'd have to extend a corridor to it, which would
Right,
change
yeah.
2 of your
Interior
units.
layout.
Right.
You may be, depending on the site plan, an exterior stair may be too close to the property lines, but I believe that's probably a better alternative, at least for myself from a board's perspective, than not providing a second stairway. I think exposure.
And we would give that variance for it to be too close to the property line.
Yes, we've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
And I guess
the property line is quite far though, right? Because it's 15, we have 24 feet from the property line, so I don't think there would be a.
Depends
Yeah,
on
whatever-
side to
whatever
side, how you
is,
lay it
I'm
out.
saying.
Right.
If it
So,
wasn't, that
I
would
mean,
be- sorry, go
Matt,
ahead.
did you confirm that what's considered a story?
It's more than 6 feet above grade plane. It's
Right.
any story having its finished floor surface entirely above grade plane, or in which the finished surface of the floor next above is more than 6 feet above grade plane, or more than 12 feet above the finished ground level at any point.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But at
so
the-
if
at
we
the
were
end
to
of the
sink
day
it in the
here-
ground, If we were
Yeah.
to stick it in the ground, it would be considered a 3-story building.
But yeah, but you're not going to. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a 4-story building.
Yeah, but we can't fit a second stair in here, and I don't think that having that stair on the outside. I mean, if anything, I would be more comfortable making this a cinder block stair instead of a wood construction. So
we wouldn't let you do wood. It has to be non-combustible. So it would be a steel stair.
No, he means the one.
no, I'm talking about
Yeah.
the main stair here. Instead of it being made out of wood, we can include we can make it like a stair tower made out of cinder blocks, a CMU.
Yeah, but then that would need to extend to the corridor as well for the entire enclosure.
I'm going to ask.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean,
the
the corridor here is nominal in the grand scheme. It's only 10 feet.
I think single exit stairways more than 4 stories is definitely a nationwide discussion. I think a lot of the municipalities are trying to deal with that. I don't know if making the stairway, again, from my personal opinion, making the stairway more robust solves the concern of only having one path of egress out.
Right.
John,
Right, but I
Don, do
mean-
you want to chime in?
So we had this discussion years ago when it hit 4 stories, and there were variances we just haven't done, I would say, in the last 5 years or more. In that, what Pradeep just said is right on point, not only from an exiting from a people that are living there, but also the fire department. When things go wrong, making a more robust single stairway, like Pradeep just said, isn't equivalent to having a second stairway. And I think that's the conclusion the fire commissioner at the time came to, and I think the board also adopted. So I'm a big fan when it of that second stairway, not only for exiting for them, but also fire department and emergency services.
Right, but in this instance, like I said, if we sink the building down by 3 feet, we're accomplishing the same thing. I mean, that's what we'd have to do. We can't if I put another stair in here, it like half the building is stairs.
One thing that sinking the building does is it reduces the amount of travel people are experiencing as they're going down.
Right,
So
but from
there
a
is a
practical
little bit of-
manner, it's 3 feet,
Okay, but are you saying that you're willing to do that?
I mean, that's what I would have to do, right? Like, because otherwise, like, I would prefer not to do it, right? But because
We understand you prefer not to do it, but we're telling you you either have to do it or you have to add the second
Well, that's
stair
what, like, if you
from
tell
the
me,
fourth
well,
floor.
I guess what I'm getting at is that's what I'm going to have to do if the answer here is no. And I would prefer not to do that because I think it's a much better project by having it slab on grade and just it becomes a better project that way.
Well, we
and it
have to
looks
consider
nicer.
the many other other new construction projects that we've considered over the years, and we have to be consistent with the stance that we've taken on that.
I understand,
And
but I
had
mean,
you
I think
come
this
in
is
for
a
a
unique.
preliminary review earlier, and you would have found that all out, and before you got as far along as you are.
Well, I mean, it is part of a preliminary review here. That's where we
Okay.
are.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right.
But,
Okay.
Right. But what I'm getting at is like, I think other parcels may have been different, right? This one's uniquely situated in the sense that even though it's geometrically different, it's not a square or rectangular parcel. That's one. Two, it's adjacent to property. So we have limitations on the front setbacks and the back setbacks here. And the other element of it is it's a corner property. It's fully exposed from all sides, and it's literally the fire department can. I'm gonna 1 second here.
You mean there's a
So this is the fire department. It's like they could shoot their hose direct. It's almost adjacent to the building. It's 5 houses down. This is the fire department. So and if somebody needed to get out, like they're hitting a street any which way they go. That's really the I think this is probably the only project here that is uniquely situated than you may have had in others.
Real quick, this is Lieutenant Dimes from the Fire Code again.
Yep.
I think we understand that point, and again, we could scenario this a lot of different ways and it could go endless, but there's so many times the first in company is not even in the firehouse. They could be out on a shoe run, which is a medical run. They could be on an extra alarm fire. They could be covering up someplace else. So, I think over the years, we've had people point to the proximity of the firehouse as a positive, and it is a positive, but I wouldn't necessarily rely on them sitting there when, you know, something went down, that they'd be able to do what you're saying, because they may not be there. So
No, I fully appreciate that, right? But the building is fully sprinklered. It's on a corner. It's accessible from many directions. I think this is just, you know, in addition to many other points I think that I've made, having the fire department so close is I think that just the cherry on top of it. And again, adds to the uniqueness of this specific property than any other ones. And to kind of Pradeep's point, you know, there are other large cities that have adopted single stair exits on 6-story buildings, right? Like Austin, San Francisco, you know, several other ones.
Discussion. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely worth
So,
it. I don't know what those limits are.
Right. But I mean, there, I think there's 6 or 7-story buildings, and I think they have certain caps on them. I think it's anything under 60 feet. But you know, the technology here has advanced significantly than it did in other places, and that's just kind of to the point that amongst all of the other ones, in addition to, again, if we sink this building down, it's what we might have to eventually do if we get a no here. But again, I think it would be unfortunate that would be the case, but that's what we might have to do, because otherwise the building is just like, like I said, the stairs would occupy nearly 50% of the structure. You know, and it's not a big lot to begin with. You know, it's I believe, you know, let's see, I think it's like 2,000 some feet. You know, and again, it's awkwardly shaped. There's plenty of open space on either side. You know, these units aren't necessarily large. They're from 550 square feet, and the largest one's 940 square feet, and there's only 4 of them together. You know. All the exits are there, definitely, or directly there. I think the longest travel distance to the stair or to the enclosure is like, you know, 40 feet, not even, maybe even 30 feet.
Yeah, I just don't think the board has weighed those options, or has a way of looking at those options in comparison to the effectiveness of 2 stairways, given the history. Like, obviously those other cities may have developed those, and it's probably a place for Philadelphia to start developing that idea, given the property, you know, the types of property that we have. It's just the alternative, I believe, that the board is most likely willing to accept would be accommodate an exterior stairway, knowing that we'd be willing to grant variances for dimensional remoteness for that exterior stairway, but also knowing that we're getting the second stairway for the fire department.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I just think that by us sinking the building down 3 extra feet gets us there, and
yes,
you know,
that's one alternative. You would meet the letter of the code.
Yeah.
You would now be or you could provide the exterior stairway with reduced dimensional remoteness requirements that the board will really, that has historically accepted. Just, you know, it depends on the options. Yeah, just you know, that's an analysis that kind of depends. That also has to take into consideration the feasibility of the project, as opposed, like, you could make these multi-story units. They don't necessarily have to be 4-story individual units on each floor. The code accepts multi-story units as well. That's one option as well. So there are a number of paths.
Well, the code accepts that, but the zoning code doesn't.
Zoning code doesn't allow multi-story units?
Well, it caps us at 45 feet, and we, you know, it wouldn't accomplish this. It would be once again impractical, because then those multi-story units, now in addition to having a stair that's two common stairs, now you have an additional stair in each other unit. So you're adding effectively, you know, 5 more stairs per floor.
Yes, but again, that is recognized. That is an approach. Whether or not it's always going to be workable for this specific project is just part of the process.
Yeah. Okay.
Zoning code doesn't prohibit it. It's just,
well, it just makes it impractical.
Okay. Anybody
Okay.
have anything else?
No, I mean, it sounds like we're gonna end up denying this variance unless you want us to put in a proviso for an exterior stair. But if you think you're just gonna change it to sink it, then we would just deny it.
An exterior stair, just from the fourth floor, obviously.
Right, it would only need to serve the fourth floor.
It would change the layout of the fourth floor to
Well,
accommodate
do
that,
you
obviously.
know, does it have to be within the property or could it be onto the right of way? In other words, if I were to extend this hallway effectively and put it right here, it would obviously exit out into the sidewalk.
It can be into the right of way, but that is ultimately up to the streets department.
Okay.
That would be up to them to approve.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll take that proviso and then I can always adjust if needed.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Good luck.
So I'm in agreement with that. We will
you have to vote
approve
on it,
with the
or-
proviso that he has to have a second means of egress from the fourth floor, a non-combustible stair. And we'll give the variance for proximity to the property lines.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yep. Thanks.
I'm sorry, this is the reporter. I'm not certain that I heard a clear vote. Could I please hear from the members?
Yes.
I agree with what I said.
I agree with Amy.
What was, I agree with the decision and the proviso.
I agree to grant the variance with provisos.
Ted?
Yeah, I agree as well.
Okay.
Thank
you. All right. Okay, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, all.
All right. All right. Number 11.
2910 West Oxford Street.
Yes, I know. Okay. 2910 West Oxford Street. Is anyone here from 2910 West Oxford Street?
Yes, Mecca Gathers.
Hey, Mecca, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. You're going to be presenting the case today?
Yes.
Is there anyone else?
No.
Okay. Could you please raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And state your name, please.
Mecca Gathers.
Okay. All right. I'm Wayne Miller, board member.
Amy Rivera, board member.
Ted Agus, board member.
Rudy Barrett, board member.
Matthew Webster, board counsel.
I'm Matthew Wojcik, LNI supervisor.
John Dimes, Fire Code.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
Okay, Deb, could you read that into the record, please?
Certainly. Case number 11, MI 2026 000056 for 2910 West Oxford Street.
Okay. Mecca, could you want to present the case? Go ahead.
Okay.
You need to swear her in?
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
So I applied for variance for a triplex for my house. The house used to be a triplex. It was made and set up as a triplex and used as a triplex for decades, but it lost its triplex status and it reverted back to a single family, though it was never used as a single family. And so I was denied because of my staircases, the width, not having a sprinkler system, and the hallway. And if I can I share my screen so I can show you the picture?
Yes, you can.
Okay, let's see. Share. Okay, so the first picture, this is the second floor going down to the first floor. And this is just the way the house was set up. Like this is just the way the house was built. And let's see. And then this is the first floor. And though I don't have sprinklers And to my defense to that is the house was always a triplex and it did have the requirement of the hardwire fire alarm system. So, so that's this picture. And then this is the hallway for the second floor. And this is just the width. This is, all the houses are built like this. And 2908, and I know I guess I shouldn't be comparing, but it does help for me to say that 2908 and 2912, which are directly next door to the houses, they're triplexes too, and they're built the same way. So, and they all have, none of them have hardwire sprinkler systems or anything like that. And so this is that picture. And then this is the picture for the staircase going to the third floor. And I believe the issue is because there's no landing like right here for the people to stand on to enter their house. But another thing, I live up the street at 3216 Turner Street, and that's a triplex, and it's the same way. And my house is, if you look it up, it's still, you know, a triplex, and it was granted a triplex for, you know, over 30 years. But and then let's see. I need to stop this. Okay.
Can I ask, when did it lose its status as a 3-unit building?
Then I don't know, because when I purchased the house in 2012, it had the status. But from what I understand is because I didn't go and apply for the rental license, it reverted back for a period of time. So I didn't apply until 16, so it had to be somewhere in between 2013 to 2016. So, like I said, I didn't know until I went down to L&I, and they said, oh no, this is a single family. And I told them when I purchased this, I don't know how to stop sharing this to, I can't see. Oh God. So when I went down there, that's what they said. They said, this is no longer a triplex. So I don't know the exact date, but I can tell you it was anywhere between 2013 and 2016.
Okay, and you've gone through zoning and got it approved for a 3-dwelling unit?
Yes, I went through the process with the L&I, and then the RCO, and then back to L&I for the certification. Was it certificate of occupancy for existing uncertified buildings? Because I was able to prove to my examiner at L&I, Mr. Griffenberg, that it was really, like I can show you too, the zoning, these people who had it before me did have it zoned legally, a triplex, you know, so that's why they said, you know, you can get a certificate of occupancy for an existing uncertified building. So the hardship is also that for me to tear up the steps and make them wider and then make the hallways wider, I would have to almost demolish the house to do all that, you know. And again, it used to be a triplex and it was okay. And like I said, my house up the street is designed the same way. And the houses next to me, 8 and 12, are designed the same way. And they're, you know, legally triplex too. And they don't have a hard sprinkler system.
Does the building have a fire alarm system?
Yes, I closed. Yes, you can see here, and then I could pull it up. Oh, I stopped sharing. 1 second. Let me share again.
I saw the pull stations in your picture.
Oh, okay. Then yes. Do you want to see it again, sir?
No, I missed that, but
Okay.
Amy confirmed. Are you aware of that fire alarm system being annually inspected by a contractor and tested?
It hasn't been like this year, it hasn't been inspected, but I know why I get the batteries when it goes,
Just
when the battery backups. So I
Yeah.
go and I get the battery backup and put new ones in and things like that. But this year I haven't done it because it wasn't a problem.
The concern is that it should be a annually tested and functional system. I'm not trying to say that it doesn't work. It's just as long as it gets annually tested. LNI has that building certification program to make sure that those annual tests are submitted to the department.
Okay, I can do that.
I do have a question for LNI. Does this I'm hearing this as a zoning matter bleeding into a building code issue.
Okay, so let me explain.
Okay.
So something did get missed here, as far as like what was being discussed. So in 1988, the first time someone applied for a 3-family dwelling as a previous owner, they went through the whole process. They got a variance, like from the zoning board and everything, but then they never picked up the permit.
Okay. They did
So,
pick it up,
and that
so
was
they
the last
made
time someone ever applied for a 3-family dwelling, which is
That's
why
right,
when she goes to go get a rental license, they say,
Yeah.
no, it's not a 3-family dwelling because, no one picked it up.
Okay.
But the same person for 2908 did the same exact thing, picked it up, and they have a rental license for 3 units for like decades.
Yeah, Miss Gathers, in 2016, it looks like you got a parental license for 1 unit. What was your understanding of the building then? Is that just because you didn't want to go through legal, like documenting the 3 families, even though it was used as that?
No, it was more because when I went down there, they said the only thing you can get is a single family because it's no longer zoned. What do you call it? A triplex. So I didn't go through the process then because of, outside issues. And
I
then,
understand. Yeah, it's not a gotcha. I just want, as Matthew was saying, there seems to have been a strange occurrence on the zoning side that seems to be creating this issue on the building side. Do you you intend to secure rental licenses for all 3 units?
if I'm granted, yes, because I didn't want to, like I said, I got the 1 because that's all I was able to get. So if I'm granted the 3, I would get the 3 and I would do, what's required.
Okay.
We want to caucus?
Yeah, could we caucus, please?
Stop recording? Or pause?
Okay. Recording resumed.
Okay. Everybody back?
Yes.
Yes, everybody's back.
Yes, sir.
John,
Mr.
we got
Kelly's.
the recording going, pal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After review, we're giving you the variance due to that the house next door paid $20 in 1989, and they got the status of a 3-story home, and evidently there wasn't a payment of $20 for your house, and it's your next door neighbors, and so that's how we came about giving you the variance. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do I need to do next?
Go ahead. For Dee, you know what she has to do, or Matthew?
I was gonna defer to Matthew, but we do need to vote on it. So I agree with the granting the variance.
Okay, well, we're gonna take a vote on it. I'm in favor of it.
I agree with granting this variance.
I agree as well.
And then Matthew, I guess the question for you is what next steps are.
So after this decision comes back from the board, the permit will get issued at that point since there's no other comments besides this. Then once that permit gets issued, you call for an inspection. Inspector comes out, makes sure that everything that is on the plan is there in reality. And then if everything is good, they issue the CO. And then after that, you go to amend your rental license.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. No problem. Good luck now.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right.
Stop recording?
Yep.